Hi guys, how are you today? Days out, everybody's doing summer things. I see so many of my friends out at the lakes. I see tons of my friends going to baseball games, all of those fun things. And so I always get, this is a big question that I get, what are the essentials that you recommend? And so I'm going to give you my top summer essentials because they're going to only be useful for you personally, but for your kids and for your family and keeping them safe this summer. So the first thing that I think is really, really big is that no matter what, you're going to need to get yourself a really good sunscreen. Sunscreen is really, really important. I personally didn't wear sunscreen like I should have growing up. Not because it was my mom, but because I chose not to, when I was in my teen years or whatever. So now I'm paying for it and trying to reverse everything back, right? So I always tell people, invest in sun care now so you don't have to invest in tons of skincare later, right? So save yourself money now by investing in good sunscreen. Now, I absolutely love using a facial sunscreen for my face versus my body. I use a different sunscreen, but I use completely all zinc oxide sunblock and sunscreen for my face and for my body and for my kids. Zinc oxide is the best sunblock that you can get for your kids. It's chemical free, but it actually causes the light to bounce off of your skin or your kiddo's skin. Unfortunately, we've been conditioned with all these other different sunblocks like Banana Boat, all those, they actually have oxybenzene in them, which has been a huge recall in the last year or two. They actually soak into your bloodstream. They have been leaked to hormone disruptors. They've been leaked to chemical imbalances. They're very, very chemical based, and it can actually have adverse effects on your children and you, but it also causes more sunburn than it does, obviously, than prevent. So finding yourself a good sunscreen. I use one that has 30 SPF in it. I love this because it's basically like a 5-in-1 for me. I use it as a primer. It's a moisturizer, it's a protector, but also has anti-aging in it, has chicory root in it. So while I'm protecting myself from the sun, I'm also doing anti-aging benefits, but I love that it also, it's vegan, it's Leaping Bunny approved, which means that it is chemical free, everything. So that's the first thing. Find yourself a really good sunscreen. The second thing is, and I tell this to people across the board, how many of you have struggled with deodorant? I struggled so much with deodorant in my 20s and into my 30s. I'm so sorry. My eye is so swelled from the cotton outside. Just walking from the auditorium to my car to get my family in the car. This is what allergies do to my eyes in the summertime. I have horrible allergies. I'm allergic to pretty much everything outside in the summertime. It's really bad. So I love having a good deodorant. Now, a lot of people have never known the importance of aluminum-free deodorant. Aluminum-free deodorant is really important. So a really good facial SPF with zinc oxide. The next one is a really good deodorant that has aluminum-free in it. Not only is aluminum-free going to help you with, it's going to help you, how do I say this? So we've always been conditioned to use like an antiperspirant. Antiperspirant actually clogs up your pores. Its whole purpose is to clog your pore, okay? Its purpose is to clog the pore so you don't sweat. Your body is supposed to sweat. Your lymph nodes, you have tons of lymph nodes in your armpit and you're supposed to sweat. That's how you relieve toxins. That's how you get rid of sicknesses. That's how you get rid of everything. Your lymph node drainage, everything that's coming down. That's where we release all of that. And if you're clogging it up, then it's not getting out what needs to get out. And there's been a lot of studies with aluminum based versus like breast cancer, different types of cancer in men and women. We have all these lymph nodes. So a lot of people struggle when they switch over to aluminum free deodorant because they're like, oh my gosh, I stink. yes, you're going to stink at first because your body's getting rid of all of that. So there are certain things that you can do. I have a step-by-step guide that actually walks you through how to do an armpit detox, especially when you're moving over to aluminum-free deodorant. That'll be super helpful for you. So the second essential that I love is deodorant, an aluminum-free deodorant. My favorite kind is the Sweet Penne. Okay, so 3 and 4, these are my top ones because I don't know anybody who isn't outside in the summertime. Like, unless you're like me and I only go out like 2 or 3 times in the summertime just to get like a little bit of a base tan. But mosquitoes are huge, especially here in Kansas. Like, some of them are really big. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes it's just a gnat problem. But back home in Iowa, mosquitoes are horrible. So I have found the best thing since sliced bread. I don't know if you guys hate bug spray, but DEET is absolutely horrible. Absolutely the worst for your skin and for your body. DEET has a lot of toxicity in it. It actually has been found to cross the placenta. It's really bad for pregnant moms to use it. But we've never really found anything that is better than DEET, right? Because DEET works so well. Well, obviously we know why, because it's just full of chemical. It doesn't get rid of the bugs. So a lot of people use citronella candles, right? That stuff kind of stinks, right? I hate the smell of citronella. I hate the smell of bonfires. I'm allergic to that too. So I have to be very careful. What I love about this lotion is that it actually has 4 essential oils in it that detract mosquitoes and bugs. So it has lemongrass, geranium, vetiver, and it has lemongrass, vetiver. I have to think for this for a second. Lemongrass, vetiver, white tea, and geranium. I got it now. So I love this stuff. So not only do I use it on me, I use it on my almost 4-year-old daughter, and I use it on my almost 5-month son. Okay, so not only do we use this all year round as a moisturizer because it does have shea in it, but it doesn't smell like shea, so it's not going to attract the bugs. This is something that each and every one of you should have in your bag if you go to the beach, if you camp, if you stay at a cabin, if you just are outside all the time. This is something that your whole family should have as a essential in the summertime. We actually keep it consistent in our house, and we use a body wash that has the same thing in it. So this has the same essential oils in it. My daughter broke the cap on it, so just ignore it. So we consistently just use this across the board no matter what. And even my 4-month-old son can use this body wash because it's essential oils. It doesn't dry him out, doesn't anything. And my kids have very sensitive skin. My son had baby eczema, has baby eczema. My daughter had baby eczema. My daughter's a redhead. My son's a redhead. My mom's a redhead. I'm very sensitive skinned. Obviously, look at my eyes. So we just use this straight across the board because a lot of people find that they're like, well, I used your lotion and the mosquitoes didn't stay off. Well, did you use a scenty, florally smell body wash before? Or did you use Dial soap? Or did you use Old Spice body wash? That still is going to be in your skin. So when you keep it consistent across the board and you use a body wash with those essential oils in it too, I have found that this works amazing. I have a friend that goes in fishes down at the lake, and literally she saw the bugs just like going on her, and then they were like flying away. So I absolutely love this stuff because it does not stink. I hate the smell. I grew up using Skin So Soft when I was a kid. I couldn't stand that because it was like oily and gross. I just felt like it felt gross when I came inside. And so the last essential is this amazing lip balm. This lip balm is shea, but it also is made with synthetic beeswax. So we have an SPF one, okay? And that's why I love this. Now this particular one I like the most because it has color to it. My daughter had a dance recital today. So I just popped a little bit of this on her cheeks. My daughter is only 3 years old. She doesn't need to be looking like JonBenet Ramsey up on the stage. So we used a little bit of this as blush. I love using this as blush in the summertime. And I love to just put on this SPF on my face, put a little bit of this on. I love how it makes my lips have a little bit of color to it. But I love the sunblock because if you're in a pinch, you can actually take the SPF lip balm and you can run it across your kids' nose, their forehead, even on yours. So I keep one of these in my baby bag at all times in case we get somewhere and it's like, oh crap, we forgot sunblock, right? How many times have you been out and about and you forgot your sunblock? So the last thing that I love, and I think that this was my additional 6th one, which I shouldn't have said 5, but this is my 6th one. I love this. This is like our first aid cream. This has tamanu seed in it. Tamanu seed, if you're not aware what tamanu seed is, it is like the cream for everything. It's the most therapeutic cream that you can use. It's actually found in Africa from a tamanu seed. And it helps with psoriasis, eczema, rosacea. It also helps with burns, cuts, wounds, sunburns. It helps with diaper rash. It is like the most amazing lotion. Like I had a really bad sunburn a couple weeks ago because I grabbed a lotion instead of a sunblock by accident. I put this puppy on at night. The next day, my sunburn was completely like, I immediately put it on after I took a shower that night, and the stinging and the heat from it was gone in a couple of hours. I wasn't uncomfortable. If you're a mom that hangs out at the softball fields, if you're a mom that hangs out at the beach, you need this stuff for your kids, especially like if they do get a bug bite. You can put this on bug bites. It helps with skin irritation. It's the most therapeutic moisturizer that you can use. That's why we call this stuff first aid cream, because you can use it on anything. We mainly use it for, like I said, sunburns. My kids have really dry skin. My daughter and son both have baby eczema. We also use this on my son's scalp because he has just a little tiny cradle cap right along here after we got rid of it. But we also like to use this on the kids if we've been in the pool. If you've been in the pool, the chlorine is very drying to your skin, or lake water is very drying to your skin. If you've been out and your kids have been using sunblock, it's very drying to their skin if you're not using a sensitive kind and one that has hydration in it. If you're using a chemical-based sunscreen, it really dries out your skin and your kids' skin. That's why I like to put this on my kids if we've been outside, because just being outside dries your skin out. Like if you've ever gotten sunburn before, your skin dries out, right? So that's why I like to have this for everything. I love this stuff. So those are my essentials. And to be honest with you, like till the day I die, I'm taking this stuff to the grave with me to take it to heaven, because this stuff is amazing. It's great for mosquitoes. And I love the fact that my little kid, my 4-month-old and my 3-year-old daughter can use these, and it's not a DEET, it's not chemical based, and it has the 4 essential oils that are needed to keep the buggies off. So if you guys have any questions, but also if you struggle with your armpits with the switching over to aluminum free, comment down armpit, and I will send you my free guide to do an armpit detox. So if you've ever struggled with that, switching over to aluminum free deodorant, it's very hard, it's very difficult. So I do have a step-by-step guide on how to do an aluminum free how to do an armpit detox when you're going over to aluminum free deodorant. So I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoy it with your family. I'm going to hop off of here, get my contact out because my eye is starting to swell from being outside for the last 10 minutes. So have a great night, guys. I'll see you guys